So, would you like to help me with this one? Splendid. All right, let's just move these out of the way. Would you describe yourself as a lucky man?
Yeah.
Yes, someone? Okay. Watch very closely. As I spread the cards, I want you to extend your arm forward and just point to the back of any card. I'll go slowly. This one here, and another one. This one. They say good things come in threes, by the way. But with cards, there's always one more for luck. Right, let's face it, life is one big lottery, don't you think? I mean, look at this, 52 options, but you've decided on these cards. You know what I find extraordinary? I'd like to know, how in the world did you get so lucky? You know what? I think we should have a late night game of poker. I'm definitely going to have you sat next to me. Okay? Now, it's astonishing because when you watch something like this, you've got to ask yourself, is the hand really quicker than the eye?
Wow.
I mean, what do you think? All right, I tell you what, I'm going to slow this down for you, and you've got the best view for this. Watch this. 1. I know the camera's going to come close as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not going too fast for you? How about you? Okay. Watch very closely. I'm going to pop all these aces back into the pack, okay? I'm also going to allow a few cards to separate each of the aces. In fact, this one goes right near the bottom. So far, so good?
Yeah.
1 ace at a time, no fast moves. See, when I tickle the ends, the first one rises back to the very top. Watch the second ace. So now we have 2 aces on top. Impressed?
Oh, that's aces, yeah.
They're really there. Now, here's the thing. I want you to keep an eye on these cards here because there's no aces in sight. Watch that third ace. It's slightly further down. But here's the extraordinary thing. It wasn't there a moment ago. Now, how far down would you say that last one is?
Halfway.
Just below halfway, actually. If I spread them out, you can see. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Does it look good? Now, the secret, of course, is not you've got to tickle the ends here and here. And lo and behold, that completes the miracle. All 4 aces. Thank you. Now, let's try something here. You know, when I go to the Magic Circle on a Monday night, every week, we always try and come up with a trick to fool our fellow magicians, okay? So here's a typical trick that I would do for some of my colleagues, okay? Here are the aces.
Yes.
Your job is just to keep your eye on them. I'll leave them right here. Okay. And I'm going to have you choose a card. So as I spread them, call out stop.
Stop.
Remember that card?
Yep.
And would you like to call out stop as well?
Stop.
Okay, this one's for you.
Yep.
And perhaps you'd like to call out stop as well.
Stop.
Right, this one's for you. Got it? Excellent. So nice and random. Will you do me a favor? I'm going to need you to hold up your first finger and put your finger on top of the deck right here. I won't touch those cards again, okay?
Okay.
You've been watching the aces?
Yes.
Okay. Watch very closely. These aces will not come anywhere near the deck. However, I'm going to use them to see if I can trap the spirit of all 3 cards. Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. One more for luck. Did you feel it?
No.
Look at this. Look at this. Not just any 3 cards. And what was your card?
6 of spades.
Lo and behold, the 6 of spades. I believe you chose the...
I didn't choose one.
Oh, sorry. This gentleman here.
4 of diamonds.
The 4 of diamonds. And last but by no means least, 2 of hearts. There we go. There you go. And you were holding on for dear life as well.
Incredible.
Now, it's funny, I mentioned my colleagues and the sort of tricks that we have to do for them just in order to keep things interesting on a Monday night at the Magic Circle. However, here's a true story. A number of years ago, I appeared on a TV special for the BBC. And during rehearsals, the cameraman asked me if I'd do some sleight of hand specifically for the camera because they wanted to replay it in slow motion just to see if they could spot the maneuvers. And here's the trick I showed them. And it was inspired by one of my mentors. Do you remember the film Zulu starring Michael Caine?
Zulu, your favourite.
Your favourite. Well, do you remember the director of that film? Seinfeld. Brilliant. Perfect. Well, Seinfeld, his profession was making films, but his passion was magic. And he was a brilliant sleight of hand magician. And he only has one book written about his card magic, which is called Seinfeld's Entertaining Card Magic. And at the end of the book is his masterpiece. He called it The Aces for Connoisseurs. So tonight, you are the connoisseurs, okay? So here's the score. What's going to happen here is I'm going to drop small packets on the table like this. As they go by, just call out stop.
Stop.
Right here?
Yep.
Right here? Okay, look, we'll leave this right under the mat, but we'll get back to it just a little later. Now, traditionally with the 4 ace trick, you'll often find the magician will place a few cards on top of each of the aces. Now, as you watch this, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to imagine that you're looking through the eye of a camera, because I'm going to do this very slowly. Watch the first ace, the ace of hearts. Now, you've got to ask yourself a question. Is the hand quicker than the eye? Even more so if you're watching this on television. Watch the ace of clubs. They say the closer you watch, the less you see. The less you see, that's better for me. And with the ace of diamonds, I know you're going to watch extra closely. Can it be possible, considering you're watching this closely? And finally, the ace of spades, easy come and easy go.
Jeez.
That's a very good question, because now that we've lost them, we've got to bring them back. However, I can't just produce them. I want to do this in a manner which builds to a nice crescendo. So I tell you what, I'm going to show you how this would look as a beginner would do it, and how they would progress to an intermediate level, and then we'll move up to the grand finale, the professional. Okay?
Yes.
Now, let's work with the right beginner. He has no knowledge of magic, so he relies on tricks which work by themselves. We magicians call them self-workers, which is why I had you choose a playing card to generate a random number.
Okay.
Take a look at it. Let's see which one we got. Seven of diamonds.
diamonds.
Now, did you know that every card in the pack has a twin? For example, the twin for the four of spades would be the four of clubs.
Yeah.
And in this case, seven of hearts, right? And you had a free choice of a card, right?
Yes.
Watch this. And as you know, twins have a very strange connection with each other, just like the kismet I mentioned earlier. Look at this. Isn't that extraordinary? I guess the subtext would mean that even playing cards have a soul, a spirit. Because look, you'll notice it's turned over right at a very strategic position, yes? Well, watch this. Because if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th card we get the first ace, the ace of clubs. So that's the beginner. Reasonably effective, but this is, now they progress to a little bit of sleight of hand where you don't see anything. Watch this. Would you like to see that again? Because look, we call this the invisible reverse. Look at this. There's the ace of hearts.
Man, oh man.
Now, some magicians actually like the magic to happen in the spectator's hand. So since these are your cards, this is the academic portion of the act. I want you to spell ace of diamonds, one card for each letter, face down. A, C, E, O, F, D, I, A, M, O, N, D, and on the final letter S, hopefully we get the ace of diamonds. Bravo, bravo. Now, right now you're probably wondering, how would this look in the hands of a professional? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay. I'm going to do something for you now that you'll never, ever forget. It will stay with you as long as you live. Are you ready for this? Watch this. There's the first three aces, the diamond, the heart, and the club. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay. Here they are. I'm going to need your help for this, sir. So I need you to just extend your right hand for me, okay? Place your hand on top of the cards. Actually, both hands will do. Let me bring them out a little closer. Don't move, okay? One move, sudden death. Now, that last ace of spades is obviously somewhere in the pack. But this is where I lose a little bit of sleight of hand, a little bit of finesse. Okay, here we go. I'm going to cut one more time. Once, twice. So far, so good. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, did you feel anything? That's extraordinary. Watch this. Any questions? No. Take a look. Ace is high.